Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey here, and today we're going to be revealing who is under the mask of the Queen of Hearts. That's right, we're going to go through the clues, the pitch correct audio, and we're going to figure this out. Before we get started though, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. So, as you know, every single Thursday I tell you guys, jump on the community tab here on YouTube and pick who you want me to reveal next. And since the Queen of Hearts was the only one left, I gave you guys 5 choices of the Queen of Hearts, and guess what? The Queen of Hearts won. So right now, we're going to go through everything we know about the Queen of Hearts, starting off with the clues, then we'll get into the pitch correct audio, and then we'll make our guess. And then after that, we'll go ahead and answer all of those clues. Now remember, the Queen of Hearts we've seen since the 3rd episode, which is the beginning of Group B, so there's a lot of clues to get through. So let's start off with episode 3. She says, growing up, there wasn't a lot of warmth in my household. I left home when I was pretty young, and I was definitely scared at times, but I was determined to never turn back. I'm real grateful to the hardships that I've overcame because they made me who I am. All of our hearts are destined to be broken. It's what we do with the pieces that make us extraordinary. The visual clues were jewel, literally they showed a jewel, Tin Man, horse, and Hilary Swank. After that was episode 5. She says, I think people are often surprised to hear that I'm shy because I don't come off that way on stage. I definitely loved and I lost, but hey, that doesn't mean that I can't get back on the horse. We should make this into a dating profile. Mr. Kings of Hearts, which totally should be a costume for next season, right? That'd be kind of cool. She said that he should have an emotional intelligence, he should be smart, he should be handsome, he should be outdoorsy. Heck, if he has a private plane, I'm asking. She said, not even a joke. Hey, why not? Speaking of L'Amour, here's a romantic song that I'm singing in French, and she has never sang in French before. That week was date clues, and her date clue was to Ken. She said that they had a roasting hot first date. The visual clues for that episode were a feather and the dating app. After that was episode 8. Queen of Hearts said, one thing I've learned in my life is the power of words. When I was discovered, the press just wasn't kind to me. So the words were real critical, telling me what I should do and shouldn't wear, and what I shouldn't look like, all because I was a woman. But I didn't listen. I've always written my own story. She's a songwriter. I am really thankful for my experiences and hope that I make it a little bit easier for other people to follow. I'm doing this show to push myself. Her turkey drop clue was home, and the visual clues, a cowboy hat with love written on the card, and then the words stupid, dumb, and chubby. And now for the clues from last week, or this week, sorry. She said, coming in the last round, I was more nervous than ever. I changed my song last minute to one I hardly knew, and I was shocked that I pulled it off. I honestly didn't know how it would go. So now that it's a semifinals, I kind of feel like I can do anything. This next song reminds me of the best/worst time of my life. Worst because a dream was ending, and one I never thought would. But the best because I was on the other side of it stronger than I could imagine. That week, we kind of had like trophy cases that came out, and they kind of pulled out a trophy from each celebrity. Hers was a Blockbuster Entertainment Award. Now those are all of the clues. Let's go through the pitch correct audio. I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit of their original audio, and then I'm going to play my slowed down pitch correct audio. Here you go.
Coming into the last round, I was more nervous than ever. I changed my song last minute.
Coming into the last round, I was more nervous than ever. I changed my song last minute to one I hardly knew.
Alright, you hear that voice, right? You hear that voice and you're like, what is going on here? It sounds like she has a country accent. Well, this person is putting on a stronger country accent than she actually has to kind of throw us off. Do you know who it is? It's Jewel! That's right, it is Jewel. Jewel, welcome to The Masked Singer. And you're probably saying to yourself, but Joey, it can't be. Well, let's go ahead and compare her speaking voice. Here you go.
Coming into the last round, I was more nervous than ever. I changed my song last minute to one I hardly knew.
Because I started writing young, I was probably 8 when I started writing.
Minusing out the really heavy country accent, The tones do sound like her, and you're probably like, well, why don't you compare the singing voice? Well, let's do that right now.
What's from me, and it looks the same.
Ding, 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 ding! We have a winner, folks! Yes, we do! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let's go ahead and answer some of the clues, because a lot of you guys are like, well, let's match them up. Let's go ahead and do that. And for the most part, they all match up with like one or two not really matching, and I don't really know how, and I'll ask you for your help on that one. So she starts off saying that she left home when she was young, and it was definitely scary at times, but she was determined to never go back, and there was no warmth in her household. Well, look, I have to admit, she's had a really, really hard life. At one point, she was homeless. She ran away from home. Her father was abusive to her. In an article from Forbes magazine, which was like literally just put up on November 16th, she says that she moved out because her father was very abusive to her and her two brothers. And she said that after moving out of that abusive household at 15, she moved out at 15. Jewel was homeless by age 18, hitchhiking across the country, and that's how she learned how to play the guitar. I know! It's insane. Now, she did live in Alaska, so maybe the warmth clue kind of goes both ways, where her family didn't love her as much, and it was really, really cold there. But they both work out. Visual clues, a Jewel, I mean, that works out perfectly. Tin Man, well, she played Dorothy in the 1995 version of The Wizard of Oz in concert, Dreams Come True. The Horse, well, in 1998, she's actually quoted by saying she loves horses, and it turns out that she still loves horses today. The Ghost clue, I have absolutely no connection to her. So if you can answer that one in the comment section, I would appreciate it. Next is Hillary Swank. Well, they're friends. They are friends, and while there's no photos of them together, I know about 42 weeks ago, Jewel tagged Hillary in a post here. You can take a look. It's not really anything crazy. Next is episode 5. She says, I think people are often surprised to learn that I am shy. I don't come off that way on stage, and I've definitely loved and lost, but hey, that doesn't mean that I can't get back on the horse. Well, in a 2012 interview by NewOrleans.com, she says that, I think that because I'm an entertainer, people assume that I'm outgoing and are usually surprised to find out that I'm really shy. Now, the whole thing about the dating thing, well, she was married for a few years to Ty, and then eventually they got divorced. Her clue for Ken about getting roasted, turns out that she had participated in the roast of Rob Lowe, and supposedly Ken also was on a roasting too, so there's your connection right there. Visual clues, a feather. That's another one. I can't connect to her. I don't know how the feather or the ghost can... Is it one? Is it a ghost feather? I have no idea. After that was the dating app. Well, she's not married now, so she is definitely looking for a husband. Next was episode 8, where she said that when she was discovered, the press was really bad to her. Well, in her book, Never Broken, Songs Are Only Half the Story, she talked about how the press really attacked her. They attacked her for her music, her looks, and her teeth. Interestingly enough, in 2003, they would attack her again when she kind of did her rebranding. They kept on saying that she was a ripoff, a fake, and a swaggering departure. Swaggering departure. What does that even mean? A swaggering departure? Normally, if someone has got swag, that's good. I have no idea. That's an interesting quote. Very interesting. The turkey drop clue, home, I think relates just to her songs. She mentions home a lot in them. And then on top of that, she never really had a home because she ran away at 15. So double meaning there. Visual clues, cowboy hat. Well, she used to live on a farm. And I think she still owns a farm today. With love written on a card, dealing with all the love songs she writes about. We see the words stupid, dumb, and chubby, just some of the words that the press said about her. And lastly, episode 10, she talked about the next song reminds her of her best and worst of times. And she sang for that week, Patsy Cline's She's Got You. And to be honest with you, I don't have a connection for her. Maybe this was just a song that she had one-on-one with herself, the reminder of the best and the worst. But nothing is mentioned online. By the way, Googling this girl is really hard, because if you Google in Jewel, it's always like jewelry or different kinds of beads, and you have to type in singer, and things really don't come up as well. I don't think in 1995, when she started putting her persona together, that she thought that Google would be really, like, bad to her. Anyway, continuing on to the biggest clue, and that is the Blockbuster Entertainment Award. Well, back in 1998 at the Blockbuster Entertainment Awards, which I still think is a funny thing considering that Blockbuster is no longer around, she won Favorite CD. So, those are all the clues for you guys. The only thing I can add in for you guys is just some of the master list of clue stuff. She's received 4 Grammy nominations, and then on top of that, she's sold over 30 million albums worldwide. So, I gotta know, do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section. Jewel, welcome to The Masked Singer. We've known this one for a while. We just hadn't made the video for it. And she's kind of in the running to win this. I feel like it's gonna be her and the Bull in the championship. But we'll see. Anyway, in the comment section, let me know, do you agree, do you disagree, and who do you think is going to make it to the championship? Thank you for joining me. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, I'm Joey. Stay safe. I'll see you later. Bye.